Hi guys, it's Rach. Today it is time for my November favourites. I feel like all my last favourites, or my last few favourites videos, I've always been wearing something on my head. I had my hat, well, my party hat was to be my September favourites to celebrate my 500th video, and then for my October favourites I had like a witch's headband for Halloween. So today it's November, Christmas is coming, so I'm wearing my Santa hat. I've finally broken out my Victoria's Secret Santa hat, which I love. I only get to wear it for the month of December, so I'm trying to wear it as much as I can. Today I'm going to be giving you a random array of favourites. I have some beauty favourites as well as some like lifestyle favourites and food and fragrance and music and all that good stuff. So let's get started with the beauty favourites. A lot of these products aren't new to me. I was kind of thinking about what I would show you guys, and I just sort of grabbed what's been my go-to products this month. Some of these will already have been mentioned in favourites or videos, but I thought, well, the whole point of favourites is to show you guys what I have been loving and using. And this is what I have been loving and using. So for bronzing on my face, I've been basically only using this product. It is the Models Prefer Mineral Powder in Radiant Bronze. I've mentioned this before multiple times. I think it's a great inexpensive product, and it's just, for whatever reason, it's been my go-to bronzer of the moment. It's really soft. I can get a really like sheer finish to the colour, or I can really build it up and get more of an intense bronzy look. Lovely product, easy to use, inexpensive. If you can get your hands on it, definitely do. My go-to blush of the month, I am wearing that on my cheeks today. I'm also wearing this blush. It's Exposed from Tarte. It's one of their what are these called? The Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes. This is a really nice neutral colour. A lot of people talk about it. It's one of like the cult shades that's often recommended when talking about this line of blushes. And I know why, because it is a really, really nice colour. It's one of those blushes that you can put on and not look like you're wearing a ton of blush. You can pair it with sort of any lip colour or eye combo and it won't clash. And it's just great for days where you don't want to wear, like if I don't want to do the whole bronzer and contour and highlight and full on makeup, I can still just put this on my cheeks and just add a little bit of colour back to them without looking over the top, if that makes sense. My go-to eyeshadow palette of late has been the Urban Decay Naked Basics 2. This one, I believe, I bought Basics 1 and then this one was sent to me by the lovely people at Mecca a while ago, and I really like both of the palettes in general. This one has some slightly cooler tones to it. They're kind of soft, muted, great for every day. I just find that the formula works well for me. I don't have to try too hard and it looks really nice. The last few videos that I've had on my channel, I'm pretty sure that I'm wearing this on my eyes. It's the one where I'm wearing the Lolita on my lips. It just, I don't know what it is. I really like this. It's really easy, it's convenient, and it's a good palette for those of you who don't like to think too much when it comes to eyeshadow. This one is new to me. It's my favourite brow product of the moment. It's the L'Oreal Brow Artist Genius Kit. This is in the shade Medium Dark, and I've been going for more like using powders as opposed to pencils recently for my brows. I was on a real pencil kick, hadn't used powders for ages, but I've recently been converted back. You have two products here, a waxy product and a powder. I just dip my brush into both of them and apply it to my brows as per usual. It's what I've used today. It's a nice colour. It's not too dark, it's not too light. It is ashy. It's not as ashy as I would like, but it's ashy enough, doesn't look too red. Nice, convenient little compact, and you do have a mirror there as well. Really enjoying that one from L'Oreal. To pair with the Naked Basics 2, I've also been enjoying this one, and I wasn't going to mention it because it is a limited edition product, but if you do like this one, or you did happen to buy it, it's the She Sparkles from MAC. It was part of the, what was it called, the Disco collection, I think it was called. It's a really nice, kind of interesting shade. It's like a platinum sparkly colour to it. I find that because it's that kind of slightly cooler tone, a little bit taupey, it seems to pair really well with the mattes in this. If I want to just add a little bit of sparkle to the inner corner, or like maybe the inner third. Ooh, I just realised I put my nail in Skimp. my bad. Anyway, I just think that these two pair really, really nicely together, and I have been enjoying She Sparkles from MAC. For eyeliner, I'm still loving my Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing, but what I've been using to almost fill in and sort of go over the top, this is kind of running out a little bit now, and I do have a backup, but I like to use this to almost draw or outline my wing, and then I go in and fill it in with this product. This is from Designer Brands. It's just their fine eyeliner in black, number 330. I find that these type products are a little bit more difficult to actually sort of create the wing, but they're good for going over to almost smooth out the line, deepen up the color. Because the product is actually in the pot here, you can get a little bit more out and really like build the product up that way, whereas I find that sometimes the pens just don't work that well for that kind of thing, particularly if they're getting a little bit older. This is a nice colour. It is quite liquidy, but it will dry and set, and I find it's quite long lasting on me. Designer Brands is quite a inexpensive brand as well, which is great. Then my last makeup product favourite or favourites that I've been going for is kind of like my go-to lip combination of the moment, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. I've recommended this one multiple times and I will continue to recommend it. It's just a really great pink colour. It's not too pink, it's not too brown. It's creamy enough that you can sort of fill in your whole lips, but it sort of will set and stay, and it's long wearing, and I really, really like this one. And over the top, I have been using the YSL Glossy Stain in number 7. This is a really lovely pinky peachy shade. It does kind of deepen a little bit on your lips, and you can really sheer it out and buff it in, or apply like a few layers and get a deeper color and a more glossy finish. Very long wearing product. The one thing I would say about these is I do find that if I wear them all day on their own, my lips do dry out a little bit. Like it's almost like the next day I notice that my lips are a little bit dry. So I always just make sure that if I'm wearing those glossy stains, I will sort of wear a really like thick, heavy like lip balm to bed that night, or just make sure I have like a lip balm for the next day to help kind of repair my lips, get them back in tip-top shape. A beauty product favorite of mine is this. It's a razor. It's kind of random and it's expensive. I think this was $20, but you do get two little heads in there, so I guess it works out to be $10 each. It's the Venus. Now I wrote it down because it's not actually written on here, let me tell you. It's the Venus Swirl Razor, and this one has this little ball here that means that your razor can sort of move that way, and then you also have the flexible tip there that can go that way. So even though it's kind of gimmicky, I was sucked in because I'm the kind of person who manages to nick my legs all the time. So I like the idea that the more that it can move and bend with like the contours of your body and legs and knees and whatnot, I figured the less likely were that you to cut yourself shaving. And so far it's working pretty well for me. I'm pretty rough and I'm usually in a rush, and so far I haven't had any like little nicks or cuts or anything like that, so have been enjoying that one. Might be a bit of a gimmick, but it's a gimmick that works, at least for me. My fragrance favorite of the month is an old one that I'm actually trying to use up because it's right at the end, which actually makes me sad. It's the DKNY Be Delicious Fresh Blossom. So it's the pinky toned one, not that you can see because like I said, there's only a tiny little bit of liquid left. This one is just like, to me, I can get some out, it's the perfect spring scent. It smells fresh. It still has that kind of sour apple tone to it, but with added notes of kind of fresh florals or something like that. It just has that little extra, I don't know, hint of springtime to it. That's all I can describe it. Look it up if you want to know the exact notes, because clearly I'm terrible at describing scents, but a really, really nice one, an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to be sad to see it go, but I have been wearing it non-stop. My fashion favorite for the month are these shoes. These are from ASOS and I love them. I really am into these like sort of simple, just slip-on sneaker type things. You can wear them with dresses, you can wear them with shorts, you can wear them with jeans, you can wear them on the right feet, Rachel. Let's put them the right way around. Really, really love those. I think they were around the 40, 43, 45, something like that dollar mark, so inexpensive as well. I do have a food favorite for you guys, and it's a junk food favorite because let's face it, when do I not have a junk food favorite? This is the Shapes Light and Crispy Tasty Cheddar and Chives. So it's supposed to be slightly healthier junk food. It's still junk food. These are like the oven baked ones as opposed to the fried ones. So they're just light and crispy and I like the flavor. And I've been through a whole box. I've been through a couple of boxes, let's be honest. And I'm going to open this one so I can show you guys. This is what they look like. So good. So good. I have two YouTuber / human favorites of the month. The first one is Viviana Does Makeup. Anna, I loved her capsule wardrobe videos. I'm obsessed with the whole idea of a capsule wardrobe, even though I don't know whether I could do it myself. I like the idea and the concept behind it, and her videos and her the way that she put it together was amazing, and I just loved being able to see all the pieces that she chose, and the way that she edited that video was just on point. Really enjoying her content, particularly around that whole capsule wardrobe thing. And the other person I really enjoyed is Joe Santiago, probably saying that wrong. He does just like comedy kind of videos, him just talking to the camera. His stupid people on the internet videos always make me laugh. So definitely I'll try and link their channels and those particular videos that I'm talking about in the description box below. So if you're looking for some new YouTube content to watch, you can check them out. Some book favorites that I have for this month. The first one is November 9 by Colleen Hoover. She's one of my favorite authors and I was really excited to read that one. And then also More Than Enough by Jay McLean. The More series by her has been one of my favorites for a while now. Each book just got better and better, and I loved the whole group of friends in that series, and this one was the last book in the series, which made me kind of sad. It was book 5, I believe, but I would definitely recommend that series if you like new adult, just romance kind of stories that have drama and friendship. And Lucy is still my favorite character. I just love them all. I will talk more about those books and some other book favorites in my book chats that I have coming up, so definitely keep an eye out for those if you are one of my fellow reading lovers. And I think last but not least for this favorites video is my music favorites. So my first music favorite is the Taylor Swift 1989 World Tour. I went to see that right at the end of November, so it just scraped in to my favorites, but I had an awesome time. It was an amazing concert. I love that album. I love Taylor, and if you're lucky enough to get to see her in concert, definitely do. She does an amazing job. It was such a fun night, and Vance Joy performed as well, and I love him. He is an awesome singer, and I love his music, and he was fantastic. So I was really happy that he was the supporting act. My other song favorites, now it almost pains me to say this because I never expected it, but it's Sorry by Justin Bieber, and then I'm also loving Love Yourself by him as well. There's a quote that I've keep on seeing going around on the internet that says something like, who would have thought at the end of 2015 we'd all be believers? I would have said that would never happen, but I actually am really loving some of the music that he's released recently. I'm still on the fence about him as a person, but his music, like Sorry, it's one of my favorite songs. Every time it plays, I want to move. It's just, I love it. I love the video clip because it doesn't feature him at all, and the dances in that are just amazing. Love that. I've also been loving Play With Fire by Vance Joy. A throwback. He played that at the concert. I really liked that song. Forever by Haim. Again, it was playing randomly and I Shazammed it. Really like that song. Hello by Adele, because come on, it's Adele, and that song it gives you all the feels. And I've rambled enough for one video, so that brings us to the end of my November favorites. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know what... Oh my gosh. I just can't get through one video without throwing something or slapping something or dropping something. That was my poor phone that was just getting belted, but it's okay. It's still living. I'll have all the stuff that I talked about listed and linked where possible in the description box below, as well as all my social media links, so you can come follow me there if you want to just keep up with the ongoings of my life. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so you don't miss any of my future videos. I am doing Vlogmas at the moment. You will probably have seen those videos going up. If you're subscribed, they'll be popping up in your subscription feed. But if you do want to see them, make sure you do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of those daily vlogs. And okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys all next time. Bye! I love my Santa hat. I really wish it was cold enough that like you'd get away with wearing hats like this all the time. Like I have to have the air conditioner on full ball for me to be able to wear this right now, otherwise I would be sweating profusely. But for those of you who get to like have Christmas in the cold and you can wear your Santa hats all the time, don't take it for granted. Seriously. Let me take a food break for a minute. And just stop filming and just start eating. So cute. It's the BKY. It's the, gosh, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I should never have opened them.